Alright guys, our number one tip here is going to revolve around healing yourself and knowing what kind of injuries are which and how to address them when you come across them. So over here to the left is going to be our total health pool. On the bottom here is going to be 440. Each limb here is a different total health that it can withstand. And once these drop to 0, they are now going to be considered a blacked out limb. So these 5 right here, in order to fix those, you're going to need to grab a surgery kit and you're going to need to do surgery. If you black out a thorax or a head, you cannot do surgery on these if you are not dead. The only time you'll really see your thorax or your head blacked out is if you get hit and you bleed and it reaches 0. But if you have another blacked limb at that point in time, you're going to die. So it's pretty rare, but it does happen. And now, well, we got that out of the way. So this is another surgery kit over here is the CMS. These are 2 surgery kits you're going to be able to see to be able to fix your blacked limbs. The Surf 12 here obviously has more uses, takes up a little more space, but it can also remove a fracture. So that's definitely a bonus with that one. And to the basics, it's going to be your AI2. This is only to heal you. So if you have any bleeds at it, or anything, this is not going to do shit for you. It's just going to heal you, and then as you bleed, your health is going to keep going down. And it's only 100 out of 100, so it's not really not going to get you that far. These the IFAK and AFAK, these are pretty good. They're decent. They do stop bleeds, but I don't recommend doing that because you can see here, it's to stop a heavy bleed with this, it takes 210 HP. So you're only going to have 90 left on that. So not really worth it. Car, this will do this will heal you and do light bleeds. The Salewa, this will heal you and it will do light and heavy bleeds, but like I said, I don't recommend healing bleeds with these. I will show you a method for what we use for those. This is the Grizzly. This is gonna be like your bee's knees. Ton of health pool in this one. It's gonna have 1800, so can really last multiple raids on this one if you can keep it. It will also remove fractures, so that's a plus. This one I would probably use to stop bleeds just because there's so much health with this, but I mean it does take up 4 slots, so it's kind of a drag on that part, and it can get expensive depending on what time of wipe it is. It's gonna be your S merch, cat, and your hemostat. So these are all for heavy bleeds. These are all one-time use, these 2, the S-Merch and the cat, and this is, you can get 3 uses out of this. Hemostatic dressing. These 2 bandages are for light bleeds. Obviously, the first one's only going to be a one-time use, and this is, you can use that twice. Down here we got our splints. One-time use on this one, 5 uses out of that one. And then right here, these are just some common painkillers. So in this game, if you break your leg or an arm or something, if you break other things like your vision can become blurry and such like that, or your guy can be like yelling and moaning in pain. So these will help with that. And if you have a broken leg, your guy will limp. So this will allow you to run. Something to be mindful of is you will take damage as you run on a broken limb. So just watch your health if that's what you're doing, but this will just definitely get you to a safe point to where you can start healing if you're getting shot at or whatever. These are some of your injectors. So morphine, these are also gonna react as a painkiller, so it's gonna give you the same effect, but there's also some bonuses besides this one. This is just like another painkiller, but it's quick. It doesn't take a lot of time to inject yourself with it. So Propital and the green stem. This is probably gonna be your most common Propital to see. It's not too bad price wise, and it's good to just be able to hotkey that if you can take it in a raid. But it's a regenerative stem, so it will heal you over time. So that's nice. The green stem is like the god stem, so this is gonna be your most expensive stem you're probably gonna find. This one will heal you. I I don't know exactly how fast, but it is super fast. You can almost have a few bleeds and you'll still be healing. It won't, like, your damage won't go backwards. And then this is I did this one just so you guys can know. There's a bunch of other stims in this game, but this one, if you come across it, it's a hemostatic. So if you have any bleeds, it'll stop them for 180 seconds, heavy or light bleeds. I would only use this if you just, like, screen's just littered with freaking bleeds and you're still in the gunfight and you don't have time to heal. I got into a fight once and, like, got shot, and then it was like 3 heavy bleeds just like that. So something to be mindful of. I mean, you can just stab yourself with that and keep going. But that's gonna cover it for meds. Actually, there's one more thing with these. Just be mindful of, they do take hydration. Some of them take energy as well, but -19. So if you're popping these like candy or you're using this all the time, it's gonna have a negative effect. Tip number 2 is gonna revolve around ammo. Ammo in Tarkov can get quite confusing. It's not just as simple as Call of Duty, where you're gonna have AR, sniper, pistol ammo. In Tarkov, it's separated into calibers, and every caliber has multiple different bullets to choose from, each one dealing a different number of penetration, giggity, and damage. Alright, as you guys can see here, we have 2 different rounds, both being 45 ACP, so they're both in the same caliber, but they both have completely different stats. This AP round right here on the left is going to deal 38 pen and have 70 damage. Meanwhile, this rip round over here is only going to deal 3 pen and 137 damage. So, meanwhile, this one's going to go through some armor and do some pretty good fucking damage. This one over here, if you're shooting center mass, you ain't gonna fucking get anywhere if they have armor. What you're gonna look for on these high flash damage rounds is probably from the torso down. So you're gonna aim for the legs. This is called the leg meta in Tarkov because you can't wear armor on your legs, so you're just gonna mow people down. Alright, our final tip for ammo right here is going to be just understanding the calipers here. So here's the it says it right here, 762 by 35. This is 300 blackout. This is the MCX, and then this is 556 NATO. This is M4. Pretty basic, but they both take the same magazines. That being said, both ammo types go into the same magazine, so it's fine if I do this. No big deal, right? Because that's 556 round. I got 556 rounds in it. Boom, just went into there. It will give you a little pop up here, but it won't. It's easy to miss. And also, if I do that, put the rounds in there, I am no longer getting the pop up. So this is now top loaded with 300 blackout. But once I get through those rounds and I hit the 556, this gun is gonna be inoperable, and that can really fucking get you killed. My last and final tip for you guys today is gonna revolve around, drum roll, taking breaks. Yeah. But on a serious note, guys, I'm being serious with this because Tarkov is super punishing, and it's full of high highs, amazing gunfights, the loot and stuff, and making out is great, but it can be very punishing at times, and you can have some really low lows. So if this game is really like dragging you down, just step away and take a break, whether it's a week or 2, whether it's a full wipe, whether do what you got to do. Just be mindful of the burnout that Tarkov can give you, and be able to spot it and take a break when needed. And that's all I got, guys. Like always, guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe and like button. It really helps me out being a new creator, and I'll see you on the next one.